What is up? What is up? Welcome to the Shogi Sound
What
again.
up, y'all?
Yeah, once again, we got JC, your boy right here, and your boy,
Codename
codename Crispy.
Crispy.
Codename Crispy. We out here. And we're fixing to tell you everything that is lit and where they are and what we're doing.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And so today, we got the top 5, our collaborative top 5 DC animated films.
It wasn't easy, man. Let me
It
tell you.
actually was not easy. We literally sat here for about 20 minutes figuring it out.
Two things, man. One, obviously, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen these, there's a lot, so I'm not gonna say go see them because I haven't even seen them all.
Go see all of them.
Two, this is just art. It was hard to come up with this list. Five alone total. We got some honorable mentions.
Yes, we
some
first
others.
started with our own separate lists,
Right.
and they were not anywhere close to the same as this. So, there's a lot of them out there. Go check them out. Make sure you do that.
If you hear us talking and you think we missed some, let us know in the comments if we missed some that we should go see because we ain't seen them all. There's a lot.
Yes, and definitely while we're at it, I'm going to encourage y'all, if y'all are new listeners, to like and subscribe for more litness, for more Shogi Sound, for more gameplays, and we're gonna go right into it. So,
Let's get it.
So we're gonna start with number 5, and I really like this one. I'm surprised that it's down here, but it is Justice League Doom.
Oh man.
Justice League Doom is a quick plot overview. Was it Mirror Master? Yeah, Mirror Master gets in the Batcave.
Let me confirm.
Confirm please. From what I remember, Mirror Master gets in, like he hides in the mirror of the Batmobile after Vandal Savage contacted various people. Vandal Savage contacted various villains, but Carol Ferris was in there. I don't know why she's in there.
Green Lantern.
Villain. What happened to Larfleeze? Anyway, so they gather. They make the is it the Legion of Doom? Is that what the Legion of Doom? Is that their Legion of Doom? Okay, so they make the Legion of Doom. They make this plan where Mirror Master breaks in to the Batcave, gets Batman's plans of the Akamino contingencies, and they take out every single take out in apostrophes or whatever or parentheses. God dang, can I talk? Apostrophes, quotations. Air quotations, takes out the Justice League. It was lit. Sorry for that lengthy exposition.
It's all good. Listen, man, the Agamemnon contingency, alone, it's just dude,
one of the coolest ideas to have for a character, especially for Batman.
This makes Batman the rawest superhero, dude, bro.
Behind
Spider-Man.
That man literally knew. Stop that. That man literally knew how to take out all of his fellow Justice Leaguers pretty easily.
Everybody, man. Some of them he had it was he didn't have it was like paralysis and immobilized one of Green Arrow's arms or whatever. But for the big guys like Superman, he was ready. And
that man got Superman down to the freaking wire, dude. The man was like,
Superman. He's like, nah, fam.
He's like Superman. You need to act like someone's going to kill themselves and jump off a building. Then when they jump into the building, it's like, what? This man had if you looked at if you would have typed out what he said in the contingencies or whatever,
yeah,
literally Superman's was 3 paragraphs and everyone else's was just one. It's like
we'll figure it out. This is pretty much the basis of it, and we'll figure the rest out from there. But Superman's nah, fam.
Superman.
We got some intricate.
Yeah, Martian Manhunters was just magnesium.
Yeah,
magnesium fire. I was like, wow. But no, this movie was lit. Taking the number 5 spot. I thought it was really good. I thought it was actually on my first list. I actually thought it was higher.
Really?
But
yeah, we had to collab on this, man.
But we compromised. We compromised, and that was number 5. Justice League Doom taking the number 5 spot. So number 4, Son of Batman.
Listen, man, let me go first on Son of Batman, okay? Even though all around I really do love this movie, I have some bias on here because Deathstroke is in this movie.
Deathstroke?
Let me tell you something about Deathstroke, man. He's my favorite DC villain. Period. If he's in it, it just puts it on the top 5 list automatically. But no, man, it's lit. Batman pretty much got raped by Talia And
dude, no, he literally got date raped.
Yeah,
it was just the opposite.
He literally got date raped by Talia. By freaking the son of the daughter.
The son. It's the son. No.
He got raped by the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, man, and had a son, Damian Wayne, bro. And Damian was raised by Ra's al Ghul, Talia, and the League of Assassins. So
that man cold.
He's already BA as a mug.
He ain't colder than Nightwing though.
Yeah, I'd agree. He's second favorite Robin. I do like Red Hood more than Damian Wayne, but as Robin, Damian's probably my second. Maybe.
Well, Jason Todd had like 2 issues. Yeah. 2 issues as Robin.
For all the fans were like, kill him.
He's done. But no, for Son of Batman, you saw this before I did the first time, but we did watch this with me, you, and a couple other friends or whatever. Yeah. We saw it, and I was like, dude, these animated films are so cold.
Oh, yeah, dude.
This was the one that was like, dude, this was cold as hell, dude. I gotta watch like 5 or 6 of these. Yeah. And all of these were spawned from the first time that we saw, like, with a bunch of people, whatever, Son of Batman. And Son of Batman is freaking lit. The Deathstroke fight at the end, the stuff that goes in between on the dialogue or whatever in between Nightwing and Damian.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I love the whole, just like when Batman brought him to Gotham or whatever. Yeah. Man. And I like the part where he was in the backyard and he was like cutting up all the trees.
Yeah.
With the sword, like practicing. That was so funny, man.
Yeah, but I mean, this movie all around was great. Great writing, great action.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke's in the movie. Automatically going to be a top 5. More for Christian than it is me, but yeah. I mean, not Christian, but anyway. So
you know.
Anyway,
moving on.
Number 4 taken by Son of Batman. Number 3. Under the Red Hood. Now let me tell you, I like, before I got kind of more in the comics, like in from Injustice 2 and like Young Justice, from you showing me Young Justice and stuff. Yep. I did not know that Jason Todd was Red Hood because like I literally did not read any comics. I knew like the basics that every other person
right.
did or whatever. I mean, I haven't like really actually like bought a comic, sat down and watched it, or like read it, and stuff like that. I've watched like Comic Story and Comics Explained, Variant Comics, guys like that who explain it real quick, and that's like 5 issues in one thing or whatever. I think that's really cool. Shout out to them, low key. But so Red Hood,
low key, go more.
Yeah,
I'm done. Sorry.
Stop. Okay, Red Hood, quickly went through the ranks of my favorite, DC characters, or superheroes in general.
Little sub heading type thing. We should rank the Robins, bro. Just like
quick,
the character as a whole. You don't even have to go.
As Robin, or just as
rank the character
as the character.
Dick Grayson, Tim Drake,
okay,
Damian Wayne, and
is that your?
No, here's my order. Number 1, Dick Grayson.
Agreed.
Number 2, God, Jason Todd and Tim Drake is. I like both. Dang, I can't believe I'm about to put Damian last, man.
No, Damian is last.
I really like him though, but he's probably last on my list.
You know what? You just listed.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go just because overall, because I like Tim Drake as Red Robin, and when he was younger. Nah, screw that, man. I'm going Jason Todd. He's literally the most. All right, I'm going Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne. I do love. I
completely agree. That was my list.
That was tough.
That was tough. But anyway, so there's our Robins list in the middle of our top 5 DC animated films.
2 videos in one.
Red Hood, another one, another great movie. I wish that, just quick side note, I wish that DC would freaking, the time and energy that they put into these animated movies, I wish they did that for their freaking live action movies and say, Zack Snyder, hey, I need you to come here, okay?
No, the thing is,
you suck, okay? Like, dude, you need to stop.
The thing is, man, I think it's just a bit easier to portray the characters in the animated film because
definitely.
You can just make them do whatever you want much easier. Like, you don't have the limitations of like, because you got to live action, you got to like really use somebody. In animation, you can kind of you can do it how you want. And like the voice acting is like the people that are voice actors Imagine like one of the voice actors being like Batman. Like they just would look terrible because like they're not like really big. They just
I mean, I totally understand that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like if I was head of DC, I'd be like, dude, I'd go in all stops. You know, I'd pull out my own studio, like Marvel Studios.
For real, that's what they need to do, man.
Make it DC Studios or some, you know.
Do it, DC. Do it, please.
You know, all these movies they got coming out. You know, come on, man. We got to get this rolling. Anyway, so number 3, Under the Red Hood, great movie.
Another thing about Under the Red Hood, man, very emotional, man. Like
that was true
at the end where and he was like gonna kill. Jason was like telling Batman to kill the Joker. He's like, if you don't do it, I'll do it or whatever. And Batman was about to just like walk out, man, and Jason was just like yelling back at Batman. That was strong stuff, man.
It did have some high tension moments. More than I feel like more than Son of Batman and Justice League do.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely on the emotional side. Definitely taking well received of the number 3 spot on our list. Now number 2, this is really funny because it is number 2 on our list, and this is the second DC animated movie that I saw. Actually with Codename Crispy and some other friends of ours, and it is the Flashpoint Paradox.
Dude, look, man, there are so many elements of this. Obviously, here's a brief synopsis, man. You know, Barry goes
everything goes to crap.
Yeah. Barry goes back in time to, you know, save his mom, and from there, all hell breaks loose, and everything in the timeline has changed. Like, you know, Bruce Wayne is the one that died outside the theater. His dad and mom's still alive. His mom is the Joker, and his dad has become Batman. Thomas Wayne's Batman. Martha is the Joker. And Superman, he got locked up when his spaceship crashed. What else was a big thing that happened? Aquaman and Wonder Woman. The Atlanteans went to war with the Amazons.
Yeah. And then they ultimately ended up just having a peace treaty through Aquaman and Wonder Woman getting together. And then Mara tried to kill Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman just smacked her across the face and was like, dude, you're done. And then they basically started killing the land dwellers. But everyone on the surface.
Flash like loses his power for a minute, and then
he recreates it.
He recreates it. He recreates the incident, and then he gets struck by lightning or whatever, and then he gets his powers back, and he wants to get his suit out or whatever in his little ring, because he presses the button on his ring, and then his suit comes out, and then he like gets in it super fast or whatever, and he sees the Reverse Flash's suit, and that's when he realizes, oh, this dude is responsible for all this. And then, dude, that movie, it's just so many elements. It just takes everything and flips it.
Definitely, one of my favorite villains is definitely Reverse Flash,
dude,
and it is from this animated movie that I was like, dude, Reverse Flash is freaking cold. I need to look up on this man.
He's been one of my favorites, man.
Dude, Reverse Flash. You know, I was like, dude, what? I was like, what? I knew he had like, a for real villain, like a big villain. DC always does that. They always have a big villain, except for like Cyborg, which we talked about in the other thing. Yeah. But I was like, dude, I was like, that's his name. That's so cool. Man. It's like a time travel and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, that's legit. So, that was a big part of this movie for me. I was like, dude, that's legit. The all out craziness of it.
Real though.
It was
so many elements, man.
Just all over the place. Ridiculous. Definitely a thriller. Something that this is the one. Like if like you didn't even go see the other ones that we've listed,
bro, I swear it's crazy. I was literally about to say that.
You need to like see this one.
This is the one. A personal thing. This one and like Justice. I'm not gonna say the first one. I don't want to say it yet because gotta build suspense.
Come on now.
Gotta build suspense. But this one, man. And the first one, when we say it, these are the two, like, if you haven't seen any, these two will get you into it.
Yeah.
Watch those. They're crazy.
Definitely number 2, Flashpoint Paradox. Now, coming up to number 1.
Man.
Number 1. Again, another one that we saw together. You probably...
I saw it way before me. Yeah. I'd only seen it once.
Anyway.
I think we had a consensus on this one. We were like, this is definitely number 1.
Justice League War.
This is how you bring the superheroes together right here, man.
They literally should have just copy and pasted this thing.
For real.
Okay, look. Every quality of every character is there.
Yes.
Okay? Batman, is Batman.
He's serious. He's BA. He's
funny.
Batman.
He's funny at some points too.
Funny
he has that comedy side to him.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan, witty as hell.
Yes.
I loved. I think Nathan Fillion was the guy who voiced him. I was like, dude, yes.
He's a huge.
I was like, bro.
Green Lantern fan, by the way, guys.
Dude, Green Lantern is like one of the coolest concepts ever.
The coolest Superhero concept.
The coolest Superman concept. But no, so that was on point. Shazam. That movie solidified Shazam as in my top 3 superheroes actually.
Yep.
For me at least.
I feel you.
We can say that for another day.
That might be another video. Yeah,
that's another day. But then Wonder Woman was cool. You know, as she is. Who's the
Superman? Hey man, Superman was like really like arrogant and like cocky in this movie, and I freaking loved it, dude.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I loved it. I wish because he's still Superman.
Is Cyborg in this one?
Yeah.
I like that. Just like went straight.
Cyborg's in this one too. They did it good
me.
in this movie too. The way they did Cyborg, I liked it. But like I said,
I
with
can't
animated
believe
movies,
I just forgot that he was what? I'm mind blown. I'm sorry. I just completely. It's been a good minute, since I've seen it. But anyway, everything from the comics or from what you know from the characters is there.
Yeah, I think
everything
they captured
is
that
there.
super well. None of them really knew each other yet either. I think they captured it.
Since it is also another thing that was really good. This art style, art style was freaking beautiful.
Love it.
It was awesome. I love that art style compared to any other thing. You see some of the older ones, and Superman has like the freaking jaw of a mountain. Like this dude's like so buff. This man's just like whoa,
just like a freaking monster.
Like I'm like okay, they're not even like that in the comics. If they were like that in the comics, I'd be like okay, that's understandable because it's like the comics or whatever. But art style was awesome. But since it is the first one, there's only one flaw with this movie.
Well, there's one thing. The one thing that I thought was weird about this movie was how big
Darkseid
was.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Darkseid was just freaking so big.
Darkseid was like,
dang.
Darkseid was like 15 feet,
like
3
giant.
inches.
That man was like huge. Oh my good God.
I should have put him on my fantasy team.
The way he looked in the movie, I don't know. I guess I don't really know.
And then he was like, he spoke like 2 lines of dialogue.
He didn't talk either. And I'm like, that was my only thing with the movie.
Yeah, because Darkseid is like a cold villain. He's smart.
He's rational.
Yeah, he has like the smarts of like Lex Luthor, and he's like, he's just cold. Like that's just what he is. He's just a cold villain, and he's super powerful. He's like
He's the king of apocalypse, and in this movie they just made him seem like he was a big giant
that was just like
just destroying everything.
Just like I am here.
Yeah. That was the only thing, but everything else about the movie, man, everything else was just great.
But no, everything else about this movie was A+, 100.
As you can see, because we still, despite the whole villain thing, we still got it number one.
No, it still got a number 1, and honorable mentions that should be on this list.
Let's go.
Should be on this.
We got different ones for this.
I'll say my 2 first.
Go ahead. You got it.
So little bit of preface before this. I saw my first honorable mention is the Judas Contract.
Haven't seen it yet.
And see, Conan Crispy has not seen it yet.
I'll put my government name in here, man.
Put your government name in there.
Joking.
We got to switch it tomorrow. Looking at it. But anyway, so Crispy has not seen it, and I had not seen Justice League versus Teen Titans, which is one of his honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So we both had to put those in there just because we both hadn't seen them, and we were arguing for both of those. We were like, dude, Deathstroke's in both of them or whatever. We were just going at it or whatever. So, but the one honorable mention that I would put in there is Green Lantern First Flight. Now, Green Lantern First Flight is the one. It's the first story in the. I'm pretty sure it's the New 52, or like usually, it's the same thing. It goes through how Hal Jordan gets his ring, his backstory, his training, all that good stuff, and then they go straight to where Sinestro plays the Green Lantern Corps. He's already been building the yellow the yellow power battery, the yellow weapon, and all that stuff. They have this big ultimate fight. Comes to an ultimate conclusion. The writing was good. Pacing was a little fast, but everything about it was cool. It was like if you hadn't seen Green Lantern before, or like you knew a little bit about him, and you wanted to know more about him, this would definitely be your movie to be like, dude, and it'll get you hyped for Green Lantern. Make you want to look into more what of all the Green Lantern stuff is, all the yellow different cores and all that stuff. So it was a great movie overall. Thought it would have to be an honorable mention.
I wouldn't know if anything he said is accurate, guys.
Wow.
But
come on,
I haven't seen it, but he's probably right. I'll probably see it soon.
True.
See what's up, Green Lantern. You know what I'm saying? But my honorable mention was Justice League vs. Teen Titans, and essentially, the villain is Trigon, and it starts with a fight. Who are they fighting at first? What's his name? Toy Maker? Whatever the hell his name is.
Toy Maker?
Yeah, they were fighting, and Batman was like, "Yo, Damian, get the civilians to safety," and Damian's like, "Nah, fam." He's like, "I'm gonna help the Justice League," and Damian succeeds, but Batman's like, "Man, you don't listen. You need to work on your teamwork." So he sends him with Dick Grayson, and he goes and works with the Teen Titans. And then I don't remember I think most of them or all of them pretty much, even Batman, I think, I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen this movie. They get under the mind control, and then the Teen Titans got to take down the Justice League, and then they got to fight Trigon. And dude, the movie's just dope, man. It's just dope. Teen Titans, they had Beast Boy, Raven, what's his name, Blue Beetle, Damian Wayne, and then you had Nightwing and Starfire. They were older, but they were in the movie too. It was dope. And one really funny scene in this movie was because Trigon is like, I guess Trigon is like Raven's dad, but
technically, yes.
Yeah. So Beast Boy's like, wait, your mom did it with Satan? Cause like Trigon's like essentially Satan. It's just hilarious, man.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all gotta check that movie out if you haven't seen it.
You also forgot your other one.
What was the other one?
Batman v Robin.
Batman vs. Robin. Dude. Okay, I'm trying to remember the whole plot with this one.
Okay, this is what I remember from Batman vs. Robin.
I just remember the owl thing.
Okay, so Batman vs. Robin, from what I remember of it, is so they're on some mission or something. Him and Damian Wayne, Batman and Damian Wayne. And
in the beginning, I think was Damian Wayne, like Batman's like no killing or whatever, and Damian kills
No, he's this close to killing the dude. I don't know who it was. Okay. And then Talon or whatever comes down and it's like your boy has the right idea or whatever. You need to kill these people or whatever because they're terrible people and blah blah blah. And so then he convinces Damian to come with them into the Court of Owls, and Batman's just like going up against the whole Court of Owls, like insane fights. Talon, and then like there's this scene, plot twist, early, like this is like really, this really got me. I was just like, what? But major plot twist in the beginning. Bruce Wayne is dating some girl, like I don't even remember her name, and it ends up Samantha.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
I'm starting to remember it now.
And it ends up that where she is the leader of the Court of Owls, and she's like dating, or not even dating. I don't even know, but they're sleeping with the Talon.
Should have saw that coming from a mile away, but we didn't.
No, we didn't. And it was like, I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, whoa, okay, that was something. But crazy plot twist, crazy fights, crazy plot too. Court of Owls are creepy, dude. Like, imagine if like, the United States had like a Court of Owls or something like that, bro. That'd be crazy.
That'd be weird. Well, we can't forget in this movie on that rooftop, Batman and Robin got into a fight, man. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that fight was awesome. But those are our honorable mentions. You know what our top 5 DC animated movies are. This is what they are, and we're gonna run through them real quick. Justice League Doom at number 5, Son of Batman number 4, Under the Red Hood number 3, Number 2, Flashpoint Paradox, and number 1, Justice League War. We suggest that you go see all these. There's a bunch of DC animated movies, and this is where this is their bread and butter. This is where DC shines.
DC eats, man. And if they're trying to catch up to Marvel, they're gonna have to excel on all other levels. But on this level right here, everything they have animated, TV shows to the movies, man, DC's got it.
DC has got it hands down. So anyway, that's our top 5 DC animated movies list.
Thanks for tuning in.
If you have your own list, go ahead and put that down in the comments below. Like
we will debate you.
We will debate you. And make sure to like and subscribe if you're a new member for more litness on the Shogi Sound. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.